Hi there, this is Ed Herzog with edherzog.com, and today we're going to take a look at Wave Video. Wave Video is an online tool for creating video ads and marketing videos for your online business. This is the fourth in a series of videos I'm doing looking at different online video creation tools. So far I've done FlexClip, I've done Ofeo, and I've done Vimeo Create. And I have a few more planned, but if there's any one that I haven't done yet that you'd like to see me do a review and demo of, let me know in the comments below and I'll take a look at that particular tool. So with that being said, let's head to the computer and take a look at Wave Video. So here I am in the Wave Video dashboard, and let me just say real quick, as I'm going through this demonstration, if this seems like a tool that you're interested in, that you want to learn more about, perhaps sign up for a free account, I'll have a link in the video description below so you can come directly to the Wave website. And let's first find a template that we can play around with for this video demonstration. So as you can see, I have a variety of different ways to find a template. So I can come up here and I hover over that. You see I have different things for social media, industry, ads and promo, and trending templates. I can search here and also click on a particular video format. I've got other drop-down menus here. And if I scroll down, I see different categories and even keywords right here as well. So let's come back up here and go to templates, and we'll do one for YouTube. Since I do YouTube things, that makes the most sense. I'll just click on that. So let me just scroll down here and find a template that we can use for this demonstration. Let's just go with this one right here. So I'll click on that. And now I can choose either horizontal, square, or story. Let's go with horizontal and go ahead and edit template. So I always like to start these demonstrations at the very bottom, take a look at the timeline and get a general overview of the video. So here you can see the different scenes that are part of this video, and obviously if I want to edit a particular scene, all I have to do is click on that scene and then I can start editing it. Come back over here to the first scene. Right here you see these two plus buttons. What that allows me to do is add video, image, or color background. So add another scene either before or after this particular scene. If I want to add something to the very end of the video, I can just click on that plus button right there. Coming back over here, these scissors allow me to split the scene at the playhead. So I can put the playhead wherever I want, just move it around. Then if I want to split the scene, all I have to do is click on those scissors. Right there, I can duplicate the scene, and then here I can delete the scene. That there, clicking on that gives me access to the transition. So here I can see the different transitions, or I can choose none if I want to get rid of a transition. Here I can set the duration of the transition. I can have it come in from the right, left, top, or bottom, and then I can apply it to the whole video. The other thing I can do here is I can change the duration of a particular scene by simply dragging this. So I can make it longer, or I can make it shorter if I want to do that. So it's very simple to do and change the duration of a particular scene. Then finally, if I want to change the order of the scenes, what I can do, let's say I want to move this one somewhere else, you do have to make sure you click here on the top. If you click here on the bottom, it doesn't grab the scene. It's grabbing, as you see here, the text. So you've got to make sure that you have that right there. Click up at the top, and then you can just move this around and drop it wherever you want. That is what you have down here in the timeline. Now let's take a look and see what we can do in terms of editing the individual elements within the video. So first of all, in terms of the video, I can zoom in or zoom out using these keys right here. So if I click there, zoom in, here I can zoom out. I could also enter a specific number right there. And finally, I can use these handles as well in order to zoom in or zoom out. Here I can change the speed of the video. So I have these options right here for the speed. This here allows me to add a color filter to the video. So if I click on that, I can choose a color. And then here I can set what level I want that filter to be at, the strength of it. Here I can change the volume of the music or whatever sort of voice I have for that particular scene. I can have it fade in or fade out. This here allows me to trim the video. So if I click on that, you see right here that it's playing this part of the video. I don't know, for some reason it's not actually showing the scenes of the video down here. You know, this is the full video from there to there. It's only playing this part because that's the length of the scene. I'm not sure why it's not showing me down here a preview of the full video, if it's an issue with my particular internet, but at least for me, I'm not seeing that. But you know, if I want to change this at all, I can just slide this along there and use a different part of the scene, use a different part of this video within the scene. Here I can crop and rotate, so if I click on that, I can do a horizontal, vertical, rotate left, or rotate right. Finally, if I want to replace this particular video, all I have to do is click right there, and I can choose from the library. I can see videos that are in some way similar to this particular video. I can choose from my own uploads, or I can change the colored background. So those are my options for editing the video. Now the other option that I have here are the layout options. So I click on that right there. You can see that I have a variety of different options for changing the layout of the video. So they've got some basic options here, options for devices, collages, shapes, artistic, some they say that are best for captions, and then picture in picture. So if I click on one of these, let's just go with a collage, I click on that, and it changes it to that right there. Now obviously this is going, if you want to change the layout, you will likely then have to do quite a bit of editing to make your video look nice. If I click there on the shape, again, I'm probably going to need to edit this quite a bit to make it look good. It's not really, it's a nice feature, but it will require a lot of editing after the fact if you want to change the layout to one of these more kind of stylish layouts. So let's see what we can do in terms of editing text. So I went ahead and selected this text right here. This says Father's Day. And obviously one thing we can do is change the font. So if I click there, you can see here I can select a language if I want fonts that are in a particular language, Latin, Vietnamese, Cyrillic, Greek, Korean, etc. I can also scroll down to look at different fonts and choose one, although I will admit this is kind of hard to do. That little dot is very small, but you can at least in theory do it. But you're probably better off, if you know a particular font you want to use, is just getting rid of that and then typing it in there and searching for it that way. And then here you see you can upload a font, and then also you can apply the font that you selected to the entire video. That way you don't have to go through each scene and change each scene individually. You can just, choose the font and then apply it to the whole video. Here you can obviously change the text from regular bold, regular italic, or bold italic. This allows you to change the size of the font. The text styles, will come back to that in a moment. This obviously changes the alignment of the text. Here you have different text effects for when the text comes into the screen. If I click on that, you can change, you can choose no effect, or you have a lot of different options here in terms of an effect for the text. This here allows you to either group your text blocks together or have them separate. And this puts a delay on when the text comes into the screen. So either 0 seconds, half a second, or 1 second. So coming back here to the text styles, if I click here on those 3 dots, you see I have all these different styles right here. And if I click on one of them, it will automatically be applied to that particular text. And the nice thing here, particularly if you have a background with it, if I make this bigger or smaller, the background and the text will move together in terms of size. So try to make that bigger and then smaller. So you see that that all moves together. And here, if I click on that, I can edit the colors. So I can choose a different text color, different background color. I can give it a shadow, or I can give it a decoration. Then coming over here, that right there allows me to add a line of text. There I can make the text uppercase. That allows me to highlight the selected text. There I can move it forward relative to other elements within that particular scene. Here I can move it backwards, and I can delete it. And obviously if I click in here, I can edit the actual words within that text. And here I can use that to rotate it. And obviously then I can drag it anywhere within here and drop and place it wherever I want. So let's take a look at some of the options over here on the left-hand side. So if I click on that, I can resize the video to a different format. This gives me access to the video templates. This gives me access to the stock photos and videos. Here I can obviously edit the video. This is the screen we were just in. This moves me back over here to the layout options. This allows me to add overlays and stickers. So you see I've got here emojis, social media, action, shapes, nature, paints, arrows, speech bubbles, hearts, lines, and patterns. So I have those options there. Here I have Giphy or Jiffy, however you pronounce that. I can add a logo if I want to do that. And here, if I had any uploads, those would show up right here. Then coming over here, you have the option to add a watermark. Again, I assume that would be via your logo here. I don't have a logo uploaded, so I don't have that option. But if I did, I could add that as part of the video. This allows you to change the audio. So, you have these options right here, or you can search and add a different music track. So if I want something for business, let's just go with that one right there. You can preview it. and then add it if you decide that you like that particular track. So scrolling down over here, this gives me the option to add captions if I want to do that. So I can either automatically generate captions, adding a voiceover or a video with a speech, or I can upload my own subtitle file. This here are different enhancers. Now this is kind of a unique feature. I had to kind of Google this to see what this was. So you can either add a waveform that on the video that is similar to the waveform for the music or the voice. And they've got some different presets here in terms of what that looks like. Or you can also add a progress bar showing, you know, how far somebody has made it in the video so far. So those are kind of some unique options that I haven't seen in any of the other tools that I've reviewed so far. And then whenever you're ready to, you can just click there on publish and then choose whatever resolution you want for your video. So I'm gonna come back over here to edit because there are a couple other things I wanna show you real quick. So right down here, you have the option for text to speech. So the way this works, you pick a language. As you can see, you have a lot of different options there for language. Then you choose a voice. And again, there are different options for both male and female voices. You put in your text. So since this is a Father's Day video, we'll go with I love my dad. We'll choose Joanna and then click on generate voice and then go ahead and play.
I love my dad.
Now I have to say, you know, I'm not a big fan of these text to speech things. As you hear,
I love my dad.
That's not very exciting for something saying I love my dad. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think my voice is a little bland, but yeah, I personally wouldn't use a feature like this. But if it's something you want to use, you do have this option with the Wave Video Editor. Then the last thing to show you, you can probably guess right down here, you have the option to add your voice. If you click on that, you can, again, add the text to speech, record your own voice, or upload audio. Now there are some more things here that I want to show you with the Wave Video Editor. So we were looking at how to create a video using a template, but Wave does give you other options for creating your video. So if I click here on New Video, you can see I can upload my own video and then edit it within Wave. You know, maybe add some text to it, add some stickers, etc. These are the templates, which we obviously just looked at. Here you can access the stock video and images as a way to start a video. This allows you to create one from a blog post, which we'll look at in a second. Here is using just text, and then you can start from blank. So let's look here real quick at the text video. So I click on that. What it says is type in and paste your text below and get an AI generated video for further editing and customization. So it says paste your text here, 50,000 character max. And I believe it says, yeah, text in English and at least 3 sentences. So I don't know. How are you? I'm doing great. Hope you have a great day. Very bland. Go ahead and create. Choose a format. Okay, so this is the basic video that that Wave Video created for me. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not crazy about these backgrounds here that they chose, but you know, the nice thing about this is that you know, if I already have my text written somewhere, I can just copy it and paste it into that little box, and then I have a pre-generated video and go through and edit it. Because chances are, even if you use a template, you have to do a lot of editing. But at least here, with this option, you'll already have your text in the video. So let's take a quick look at this tool for converting a blog post into video. So in this case, we're actually going to use a blog post from Wave themselves. So I've already copied their blog post link. I'm going to paste it in there and then go ahead and click create. And again, we'll just stick with horizontal. So actually, I'm not going to be able to show you that feature after all because I waited over an hour and Wave Video was still processing their own blog post. So I don't know what the issue is. I don't have the fastest internet, so I'm sure that was part of it, but it still seems like it shouldn't have taken that long. This isn't that long of a blog post. As you can see here as I scroll down, my guess is part of the issue is that it was trying to pull in, you know, things like this here and these comments that, you know, obviously you wouldn't want in your video, but it's probably trying to pull in the full page. I did try it with a poem that I found on the internet. You know, I put that link in and that actually did process very quickly, but but with that, it did pull in a lot of unnecessary information. So the kind of blog to video tool seems like a good idea, but at least in my experience, the execution isn't really that great. By the way, I did want to mention that Wave Video does have other features in addition to being a video editor. I'm not going to really talk much about those in this video because that's not the focus. The focus for this particular video is the video editing function. But if you look up here, they do have things such as video hosting and a branded video player. So there's some other features that are included as part of Wave Video. So that is my demonstration of Wave Video. Now let me share with you some of my thoughts on Wave Video. So first of all, I like the fact that it has a lot of features. That's obviously a plus. And some of those features are very interesting and unique. For example, I liked all the different layouts they had. Some of those were very different than what I've seen in other programs. And yes, of course, you'd have to make a lot of edits afterwards, but it is nice that they have that feature. I also liked, in terms of creating a video, that box, that I showed you at the end, where you can just copy and paste text and then it'll pre-generate a video for you. I like that feature. I thought that was a very neat and interesting feature, and probably speeds up the process of making a video. I like the fact that they had some unique features, with the wave function and the progress bar. Those were very unique features that they have. The text-to-speech, again, I'm not a big fan of that. The voice sounded very kind of computerish, metallic, but some people might find value in that feature. And again, at least in terms of the other apps that I reviewed, I haven't seen that in the other apps. So that was something that, at least in what I've seen, is unique so far to Wave Video. Now, on top of those features, the other thing that I think is obviously nice is that you get things like video hosting and customizable video player. So those are kind of like the icing on the cake. In terms of negatives, in my experience, the feature of turning a blog post into a video didn't really work very well, but personally I don't see that as a huge negative, partially because I'm looking at these programs in terms of creating marketing videos or video ads, and I don't think that's a feature used to create a marketing video. So it didn't work very well, but for me that's not a huge negative. For me, the big negative with Wave Video is that the user interface was at times a bit challenging to use. Sometimes it was hard to kind of move around within the user interface. For example, you saw when I was trying to search for a font that it was very hard to scroll down and find a font. The layout function was a little challenging to use. Even kind of making the text bigger within bigger or smaller within the video was challenging as well. So for me, that was the big negative for Wave Video, was the user interface. That being said, overall, I think this was a fantastic program, one that I would definitely recommend looking at if you're looking for an app to create marketing videos or video ads. And as I said at the beginning, there will be a link down in the video description below if you want to check out more about Wave Video. By the way, if you found value in this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. That way I know that I'm creating content that is of value and of use to you. And it also makes sure that YouTube shows this video to more people. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.